Weathering is when rocks are broken down over time into smaller pieces. This happens when air or water keeps hitting the surface. When that happens, both small pieces are carried away through wind or water, which is called erosion, then deposited to somewhere else. There are two types of examples of weathering. The first one is physical weathering. This happens when the rock or soil breaks or cracks because of temperature changes. Examples of physical weathering are frost action is when water sips and then it freezes. When I go back to Chicago for Christmas, it's always cold and weather can be below zero. That is why there is always potholes on the streets and highways. Actually, my dad sells chemicals to prevent this. You don't see that in Arizona because it's warm here. Exfoliation. You see this in places that are hot during the day, but cold at night, causing the rock to crack. Another example is root wedging. When a rock is split in half and there is room for plants to grow in between. Second type of weathering is chemical. This is when the rock changes its look and shape. Examples of this is oxidation, where a iron rock gets too much oxygen that causes rust. You see a lot of this in Arizona. Then there is carbonation, where acid rain eats away the bottom of a rock over time and creates large holes or caves. Rivers and streams. Water large or small, glowing down a path so they are moving the broken down rocks down a path. Streams then end up in a larger body of water. So if there is a lot of water, the flow can be fast, and the faster a river is flowing, the more material it transports. When streams move slower, that is when the materials are dropped off and stay. In these pictures, you can see where the stream has erosion and deposition all around at slow flow. The location I selected is the coastline of Ireland. Over long time frames, rising sea levels lead to phases of erosion. Over time, the coastlines erode, causing a landscape change. Ireland shrinks by 750 arches a year because of the erosion the sea has on the coastline. Damming of rivers doesn't allow for sediment to reach the coast, which reduces the volume of sediment. This stops species of its natural way of replenishing sand. There are ways to bring sand to the beaches, but taking sand from one beach and spreading it to another causes an environment impact on the area where the sand was removed. Global warming is one of the main culprits of rising sea levels. Melting glaciers plus the warming of water has increased the volume of water in the seas. For reference, since this is where I got the most information from,